the last African Games in Brazzaville. And she even did well. So why are we bringing her back? It's like she's retrogressing. And quite a number of players in that team, have been to the last World Cup. So we need to, get these things right, get players moving, not going backwards. But for the team as a whole, I think they did well under the Debo, who was also in charge when they played at the last World Cup. So it's just a question of coming back to Abuja and, running up and waiting for the next game. After the next round of game, they will be true to the World Cup.
I think the gap is also closer. That is something we should also emphasize. Back in the day, you close your eyes and say, oh, these people are going to take 10. Now, people, not just at the senior level, people are trying to close us down. And, I think the case which you mentioned is a subtle indictment on the coaches and the FA, because if this is a developmental tournament, you should be churning out stars so that you can have options to pick from at national level. So if you're repeating,
at the senior level,
at the senior level, I beg your pardon. So if you're recycling players, it means that you're not trying to develop. All you're trying to do is to gain something in the short term. And even though we don't have a thriving league, I still find it hard to accept that you cannot find players of the same standard, that you'll have to go back and
keep the same set of players. Anyway, I think that's a challenge that we will throw at the Nigerian Football Federation and the coaches. They need to do a lot more. Let's discover new talents. Let's get new girls. Getting the same set of girls 2-3 times in the same competition is not exactly what we want to see. It's developmental. So it shouldn't be about winning at this level at all costs. All right? Okay. I think it's time for us to move on now and go on our first break on Sports Tonight this Monday. But during the break, let me tell you what you'll get to see. We'll be bringing you a special report. Austin Okonakwan put this report together. It's a very beautiful report on Anna Babalola. I've met her, and her story is one that should inspire everyone that there is ability in disability. Anna Babalola, yes, overcoming some challenges into pushing herself into being one of the top special athletes in the world. So let's sit back. I'll bring you that report. We'll come back with more on Sports Tonight.
Confined to a wheelchair, yet unstoppable, Hannah Babalola is a symbol of triumph against all odds. Paralyzed from the waist to the legs, but a moving force on the race tracks. This focus-driven wheelchair racer trains to keep fit at the National Stadium in Lagos with her colleagues.
Let's do this. Let's go. We are going 5 laps.
The World Championship gold medalist recaps how she has refused to let physical limitations stop her dream of becoming a champion.
So one night, I was on the bed, maybe at the middle of the night. I woke up. I want to go ease myself. I tried standing up. I fell. I tried standing up. I fell. I tried the 12th time. I fell. Then I screamed. The name of my brother is Michael. Then I said, Michael, Michael, help me, Michael. Then I start shouting. Then everybody woke up in my house at the same time. They came to my room. What's the matter? Are you all right? And I said, I want to go to the toilet to ease myself. Then I tried standing up. I couldn't do that.
And indeed, she found reasons to redefine her life. And at a decisive moment, she felt the power of sports.
When I came to Liberty Stadium in those days, I would sit down and see a lot of people training. I was like, they are so happy. They're not even thinking about their disability. They want to do this sport and they keep laughing, enjoying themselves, catching fun. And I said, it's the high time I will join sport.
She also told me a motivating story of how she turned a limiting condition into a blessing.
I have achieved so much. I've traveled around the world. In Dubai in February, I was able to win this gold. And in 100 meters and in 200 meters, I'm the best in Nigeria. I'm the best in Africa. I'm out the world number 4 in 100 meters. I'm number 3 in 200 meters. I love my life. I'm a dream come true.
Hannah has indeed done well for herself and Nigeria, but it hasn't been easy for the champ.
Yeah, I'll be going to the World Championship next month, and I'm preparing so hard. I've been training. I train morning and afternoon. And I really want to change my racing chair. If I'm number 4 with this old racing chair, if I could get a new racing chair, I think I can be number 1. And I can even break the world record. That is what I'm planning.
Have you been doubting the power of sports in transforming lives? Then this is your conviction. Hannah Babalola has done big things with her life through wheelchair racing and even working towards doing bigger things. Despite her condition, sports has made her a champion. Austin Okonakpan reporting for Channels Television News.
All right, so that's the report on Anna Babalola. Beautiful report. And we can only wish Anna the very best of luck as she goes to the World Championship. And we pray that she is able to go there, achieve her dreams, and win some more medals for herself and, of course, for Nigeria. All right, guys, let's come now very quickly. Let's talk athletics very quickly. Our good friend, Bambo Akoni, who is always on Sports Tonight on Tuesdays before he traveled, and we've not seen him for a while, trying to discover new athletes to replace some of the aging athletes that we've spoken about. Onye, we talked about the fact that over 20 years ago, we had a lot of Nigerians, about 6, 7, doing sub-10. 20 years down the line, our best times are 10.1, 10.2. Then you could be asking yourself, what's going on? 20 years down the line, we're retrogressing. Yeah,
Tony, you don't need the social to tell you that athletics is on the decline.
Yeah,
and
steady on.
Yeah, and you see, what Bambo is doing is a step in the right direction. Because, like somebody said, you can't burn a dry fish. You have to burn the fish when it's still very young. That's when you are going to be able to mold these athletes, teach them on the rudiments, on the modern trends, because some of these athletes, all the sports are evolving. There are new tricks, there are new techniques, and you cannot apply the same thing you have been doing 10, 15 years ago, doing it at the same thing, and you don't get the same result. So I think this is the way to go. And for the AFN, they went to Samoa the last time, Commonwealth Youth Games for athletes between 14 and 18. Yeah. If we are able to monitor these athletes, give them the right incentives, the ones that want to go to school, athletics like basketball, you can combine education, and it even helps the athletes. So let us put our hands together and make sure that these athletes are monitored, trained properly, attend, major championship. Before you know it, we'll get there. But if they don't attend championship, then there's no way they are going to, make sub 10. Because athletes, some of them have families to feed, and they are going to go to some of this championship that will not help them. They just want to make some money. So that's why the federation comes in, and we hope that this initiative will be supported, and we get the best out of our athletes.
Okay, let's listen to Bambo Akoni now, and Bambo is also working with a good number of former Nigerian athletes, top athletes, Olympians in their own rights, Olympic gold medalists, I beg your pardon, Olympic medalists, Deji Aliu, Francis Obekwelu, Gloria Loze, and Tony Uchenna, I beg your pardon, Uchenna Emedolu. Is working with them, and we caught up with Bambo and Francis Obekwelu, who use the opportunity to apologize for dumping Nigeria for Portugal during the interview. But sit back, enjoy this, and then we'll be back with more on Sports Tonight.
It's a pity that since I broke Nigerian record in 99, nobody, no Nigerian have even barely run 2040. So we have the raw materials, we have the people, we have the talent. So I think let's work together. If we work together as a team, things can be done wisely and better, and these athletes can run faster. And I think most of them cannot even go to another country to naturalize, because that's our biggest issue.
Very capital intensive. You need to find and select the best talent, a small number of them,